Uncle Bobby.
Stop. Release the song.
Spider-Man style.
She's going on.
So I feel like when it comes to this sex tape of a thing, especially when it comes to Nigerian celebrities, I feel like the whole country is being biased. Okay, let me not say the whole country, but people are always biased. See this, take for example now, the Oxlade's sex tape and Tiwa Savage's sex tape. When Tiwa Savage's sex tape came out, it was a lot of wahala.
Trending.
It was terrible. Like nobody even gave her. Most people just started attacking her. I was hearing things like, "Oh, she's a woman. Oh, she's dirty. Oh, blah blah." But when Oxlade's sex tape came out, it was about, "Oh my God, see this Spider-Man move, guy." Like, what is wrong with everyone in this country? Like, why can't we just judge human beings equally?
Okay.
Well, you can't particularly judge people based on that because
chill now. See, when Tiwa's tape came out, I was hurt. I was disappointed. No, seriously, I was hurt because I'm a big fan of Tiwa. Like Tiwa, any day, I have a crush on Tiwa. That one is standard, But I was hurt because I'm thinking, not Tiwa. Tiwa is like family from our family. Like Tiwa is like Tiwa is there. But let me talk now. Like seriously, I was hurt because you understand. Down the line, like years down the line, maybe 10, 20 years down the line, Jam is going to see that on the net.
Yeah.
Definite. It's never gonna leave. So I'm thinking, as a mother that she needs to put herself like in a different way.
So
like
you're saying that she shouldn't have made the sex tape.
She should have been more careful about the sex tape.
But you're saying that it's okay that she made the sex tape.
It's not okay, but she should.
So you're saying it's
saying
not okay.
Why shouldn't she?
Are you saying it's okay or it's not okay?
I'm saying sex tapes are stuff like I've done the sex tape before,
Okay.
So it's okay.
Wait, chill now, but I'm careful about it. Understand? I deleted it after. Understand? Oxlade now, he's young. He doesn't have a son. He doesn't have a doesn't have any responsibility. Yes, but
thank you.
Look at the age difference.
Yeah, hopefully.
Like I said,
daughter, bro.
Age difference. Oxlade is wild. He's thinking I'm young, wild and free. So in a way, he can get away with it. When you're a mother, you should be more responsible. Or when you're parents, rather, father, mother, anything, you should be more responsible in terms of stuff you engage yourself in.
But you already have
I'm not saying she's not allowed to make mistakes. Mistakes will happen.
Sex is not a mistake.
It's a mistake.
No, it's coming out. She should have just found.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I'm coming.
Apparently she got blackmailed. Yes, apparently she got blackmailed. She understand. The whole PR thing after that, she did well. She did well for herself. She did well for herself. But at the same time, it is wrong.
What is wrong exactly?
Doing the sex tape with whoever
Why?
she did it
She's
with.
an adult, she's human.
And maybe
she can
that's
do whatever
she gets
she
off.
wants to do.
See,
What if that's her sexual kink?
That's what
when you're celebrating and you have an hierarchy.
I'm an adult.
Yeah,
if we're human and we're adult and we're allowed to do everything we're supposed to do,
Life
this
will be
world
shit.
will contain all of us.
Yes.
You know, my problem is not about what she did. My problem is about
I'm an adult. I'm
human beings condemning her like that. But when it came to Oxlade's son,
He's not saying that the praises that was given to Oxlade is right and then.
No, I'm just
the one
asking
that
a
was being
question.
bashed was wrong. The thing is, now there are different spectrums and then we're in a society. Tiwa is a woman and she's a mother.
Yes.
That's it. See, that mother factor is a different thing entirely. I know we all want to say, right now there's liberation. Anybody can do what they want.
I want to say something.
That's not even right.
I want to say something on the difference that she was talking about. Oxlade, everybody was hating him, Spider-Man movie, blah blah blah. So we can't really go into that too much because you see, Tiwa's tape wasn't detailed.
She could have done Spider-Man before.
Wait, maybe. If you really
that one
and we saw it, people will have
maybe she did Spider-Man before.
Exactly. Oxlade really went at it and we hailed him for. I didn't hail him because.
you say we
Nah, bullshit, but you know,
It's not bullshit.
it's bullshit.
No, it's bullshit.
It
It's
is,
not
that's
shit.
bullshit.
It's
Set it out
bullshit.
street.
When it
Does
gets
that.
out, it's like
He
airing
did-
your dirty
and
laundry.
then-
He said it to his
That's
guy.
bullshit.
Or his team did, or his friends did.
What are you bringing out the
Bullshit.
bullshit for? I know that Tiwa was
Actually,
blackmail,
it's supposed to be
and then you know
private, you feel
people
me?
kind of
So-
held that. Let's not say not everybody bashed Tiwa actually, because people kind of held her for not allowing the black
Exactly.
to win.
Win and all
Yeah,
that.
and so that fact, you know. But then again, at some point, someone asked me a question that Tiwa spent excess of money on clothing and shoes and stuff. She could have just spent anything to just keep that video come. But then I was like,
Blackmail.
nah,
Blackmail.
I'm like, no, that's blackmail. You're just
Yeah.
making the blackmailer come back.
Back,
But
yeah.
I'm
I'm
trying to
money.
say that it's understandable why people bash that, but it's not that it should be different because Oxlade is a guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
That's the
it
point I'm
makes
getting
sense.
What is
at.
wrong is wrong.
And the truth is, I don't
It's
know why
wrong,
people
it's
create
wrong.
sex tapes, but if you know that it's gonna come out, just do it and then delete that.
Delete
shit.
that shit.
Delete
Personally,
that
I
shit.
would
That's
not
it.
So
create
what's the
a
point of
sex
creating it
tape.
in the first place?
Because why are you creating it?
Just watch it later after
like I said
Why?
earlier, like I was
Or
saying earlier,
or
before
make
this
sure
whole
you
thing
try
started.
to keep it
If
safe.
you want to
Wait,
watch
what I-
yourself
the way I-
have sex, do it in a mirror house.
The way I see,
Exactly. Why you creating
It's not
it?
like it's why you
What
want
if you have a mirror in our
I
house?
personally,
Yeah,
Buy
I'm
mirror.
Okay, put your phone on the
Like,
thing
I
and
don't
look
do
at
a
yourself.
sex tape. I don't even like to
Hold on,
watch
guys.
myself that much.
I personally will not do a sex tape, but the way I see is like, you know, I guess some people want to watch the game film and analyze. You feel me? Like, you know, it's like you play a game and you're like, okay, I wish I had the clips. Oh, next time maybe I should pull up at that mid range. You know, maybe I should go to the corner. You know, hit
Maybe I
that
should
3-point shot.
Spider-Man it.
I don't know. I don't know.
Why people
I do a
No.
Superman flyover.
I don't know.
You record it.
No, I'm not talking
And
about
put
football. I'm
it
talking about
down
like
and say, okay,
basketball.
next
Like,
time
I don't know.
I'll do this, I'll
Because
do that.
like I'm thinking like, okay, from a basketball point of view, like, if there's game film to watch, moves I need to make next time, maybe that's why. I don't know.
Well,
But
when I
my
watch
own
my
is-
sex tape and thinking,
If
I
you
didn't
do
hit that
stuff
angle
like that, I don't
well.
think you should get
I'm
out.
going to
I
do
don't
this
think-
angle next
unless
time.
you're-
Next
unless
time.
you're
Yeah.
a star, unless that's like part of your brand. I don't
So,
think you should get out.
so I think a lot of people were like really hiding behind that guise of, oh, Tiwa Savage is a mother, so blah blah blah, to just throw hate on her. I feel if you want to have a sex tape, I don't think there's that much of a big deal about it, to be honest. What you should just be focused on is actually people that use those things to harm people, to blackmail people. That should
Yeah,
be
that's
the
it.
real.
Thank you.
That should be the real key because
Yeah.
because everybody has what they do to get them off. Even some of the videos that came out with this whole stuff, it wasn't just like sex. There were some videos of people like just masturbating because a lot of sex tapes have been coming out. So that just shows you
Yeah.
like people have different kinks and what
You cannot
gets
get
them
them.
off.
And the
So,
truth is,
should
if
you really
if can't
shame them
keep
for
your-
that?
it's not about shaming,
Yeah.
but it doesn't make sense. Sex
You
is
can't control
it's
people's
something
reaction to something you
you
do
can't.
privately.
You get
When
like
it comes out,
it's
you can't
something that is
control
not their
people's
business in the
So
first
it
place.
is your
and then
responsibility
you
to
bring
actually
it
not
out.
make it come out.
It's not.
That's
It's
what
not. It's not their business. But you said to let your business outside.
Outside. So
you
whatever
can't
it is they
control
do
what-
about your
whatever
business.
it is people want to say or do about your business.
Then you have to take it.
It's not because you can't determine that.
But my issue is, why is there a double standard?
There's no double
Okay,
standard.
so
there
wait.
is.
Let me
There's
answer
no
let me answer a
double
question.
standard.
Let me answer a
Sorry,
question.
there
Wait.
is.
Hold on, let me answer a question. Based on that double standard, you see, we live in a society whereby we have female, we have male.
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
And we have the in between.
and we have the in-betweens, non-binaries and some shit.
I don't know who those people are though.
So basically,
Sorry,
this
they're
is
coming
it.
for you.
This is
Let's
it.
go for
This is
it.
it. Society basically, the way they bring up these two like genders, very different. You see, females, they are brought up properly, they are taught this is how things are, this is how
Teach your
things
guy
go. No, chill. This is how things are, this is how things go. That's how society has been since, not now that it's changing. For guys they just, you be guy.
You get.
Basically.
So your
you
dick
be-
should be hanging
like
out.
most households, I'm not talking about our households. You might have taught, they taught you, they taught me. So, but in other households, now guy, now just do, like just do. But babe, they teach them say when you wake up now like this you go do, now like this you go do. So somebody that you teach something that you actually groom properly, when you throw the person out into society, you go and do. When they make mistakes, they crucify them because they were taught. Yes.
But
They were
hold on,
properly
to piggyback-
nurtured
to be-
and taught.
to
But for
piggyback
guys,
off that,
most
bro.
guys don't get that treatment. and
basically
nurturing.
we still
I was
tied
taught.
into the
So-
I was taught.
So you're saying-
You were taught, but I'm saying
But do you
most
know
guys.
so you're saying Oxlade is from his
still
how?
ties into the
Yes,
double
yes.
standard.
But do you
Because
know-
you teach a
Ah,
babe,
I
but you're
don't
not
do
why.
same.
So
No,
that's why
I
guys get
disagree.
slacks. No. That's why guys get slacks.
Yeah.
That's just it. That's why guys get slacks
Yeah, true,
because
I
they don't
agree
teach
with
them
that.
and they don't nurture them as thoroughly as
When
they
it comes
do.
When it comes to morality,
guys get
there's a
lot
very
of slack.
thin line
Yeah.
for
Yes.
guys.
Because they are not taught, they were not brought
Yeah,
up,
okay,
they were
it's
not
not that bad.
nurtured in that way. For girls, this whether their father or their mother, their aunties, they took the time
Yeah,
to
woman, you're not
actually
supposed to
teach
do
them.
that.
The woman, you're not supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do
Yeah.
that, you're not supposed to do
Blah,
this.
blah,
For
blah.
guys, because
Because
a
you're
guy
like-
does something and they don't teach him, it's like,
You don't fucking sit down with your dick hanging out like that.
Can I ask you a question?
some guys do that.
So when it comes to this sex tape, they never really taught anyone, and they never really said, "Oh,
Don't do
see,
sex
don't
tape.
do
You said
sex
the girl,
tape.
don't
Oh,
do
see,
sex
don't."
tape.
Do you understand? Do you understand me?
No,
So there's
no,
no
they-
find
no,
out.
no,
What
no,
he
wait.
said is-
They
Wait,
don't
I
teach
know,
it,
I
but-
understand. So in this kind of scenario, why are they cutting slacks when it comes to Oxley?
Because
And
she was
living-
taught what was right.
She was not
and
what? She was
wrong.
not
No,
what? She
bro.
was taught to find out, find out.
Just
Just
admit
admit to what
bro.
he says.
It's
See,
double
no.
standard.
There's a
Just
double-
call-
there
call
is
it
nothing-
what it
he's
is.
not
I'm not saying
There's
it's
no
not double.
double
Are you
standard.
saying
That's
double?
what
I'm not
he's
saying it's
saying.
not double standard.
What he's
It's
saying
double
is
standard right
that
from time where guys
It's
have
not right
disadvantage.
from time
Now, when they grow up,
women were
they get the
actually just
advantage.
giving a lot of
Okay,
moral
I get what
You get what I'm saying
moral
now? So,
standards.
coming up when they are
Do you
little,
understand? So
guys
people
have
feel like
disadvantage.
Tiwa knows a lot of Tiwa has a lot of morals as a woman. She should
Dear
have.
God.
No, the thing is, she should have a lot
Oh
of
my
morals
God, I'm
as
sorry.
a woman
I'm
and as a mother. He's not saying there's no double standard, but the thing is, there have always been double standards from the beginning,
Yes, there
from
has.
childbirth, from childhood,
Yeah.
and so the
from child
society
upbringing. So society
already
expect
has
that.
that,
Oh,
and there's that expectation.
Sure. So-
when in Nigeria,
so
when
from a
not-
little age,
a
the
first
guys
world
at a
country like
disadvantage
United
because he was not
so that's expected.
nurtured.
Yeah.
So when he grows up, he cuts him some slack and he
Well,
gets the
that
advantage
needs
of
to change,
you
though.
didn't nurture you. So
That
Exactly.
needs
It
to
should
change.
change.
Exactly.
But
It should
I
change.
think
But for now,
But
That's
it's
what I'm saying.
21st century.
it
We
should
need to
change.
Things should
we
not
need to
be
start
like
teaching
that.
our boys how to act.
The same, in fact,
We
you
need to
should
start
be teaching
teaching
them
our
the
boys
same
how to
thing.
be responsible.
Girls,
Exactly.
We
sit
start
to
teaching
your
our boys
legs
like,
crossed.
okay,
Boys,
you are a
sit
guy,
properly.
you should be more responsible.
extremely responsible because
You understand? You're a guy,
Yeah, but
you
hold on,
shouldn't just.
like when this conversation just like made me realize some things. So like the same way there's a double standard for like okay guys and girls and stuff. It actually does go the other way around too, because for guys too, there's some things that you do that is not acceptable. Like you cannot even do.
Please, what?
Like
Like
what?
what?
Like
But
what?
like for women, it's like okay maybe.
Like
I
what?
just want like I'm
Like
not.
wearing
I'm not.
makeup.
I'm not. What?
Like wearing makeup.
Yeah.
Something like that. Something that. Something
Come
that's.
on, man.
Piercing your
No,
ears.
Yes, now,
Yeah.
now wear
something
makeup.
something
Come
as
on,
simple.
man.
I was even
Come
as
on, man.
simple
Come
as.
on, no.
like do you know that
That's
a woman
piercing your
becoming
nose.
a tomboy is more acceptable than a guy
Guy,
becoming
yeah.
a drag queen?
I mean, definitely.
A drag queen.
Yes.
Definitely.
A drag
We have
Yeah, drag queen can be
queens,
straight
yeah,
now. Yeah.
but they are straight,
Queens
yeah.
are
But they
straight.
wear
And many
makeup,
of them
they
are
wear
straight.
makeup,
They
and
just
wear
like
stuff.
wearing makeup and wearing.
But it's not
But when-
acceptable yet. But
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 when
a girl can
they
decide that she wants to wear a
tomboy,
guy.
She wants to wear
tomboy and-
sneakers and
and
baggies
she's
and
okay.
fucking
And she's
t-shirts
good.
and big t-shirts and whatever. Like,
I
and
think I'm
top
missing
is
the
setting.
point.
I
That's
think
fuck.
one thing I want to say is I think that I like the fact that everybody is accepting that they are double standards.
That's
There will
my-
always be
That's
that.
my
And-
problem with
and
yeah,
it's not that they
double
are not only double standards. When you think you have a privilege, you actually you do not, because this way that men are supposed to be, it actually hurts them at the end of the day. You see where men are not able to express themselves, they are
Men
just
crying.
expected to be some kind of. Who knows if Oxlade is not dying right now because he's hurting that, oh my god, my stuff is out there, but people are hailing him. People are not even saying, bro, are you okay?
True.
How is your mental health? So like even when you talk about women being taught morals, I really
Mental health is
don't.
probably not at
I-
risk because he probably has a lot of women in his DM that want to play the man.
Do you get?
That one
Yeah, that's not
Spider-Man.
that's not the problem. His mental
Yeah.
health might be at risk because he's thinking, oh my god, my stuff is out there. Oh my god, I might lose some endorsement.
now,
It's
see,
two,
Oh my
it's two
God.
sides.
It's two
to it.
sides to it.
Yes,
Two sides.
yes.
Because
Well,
even like thinking like the
yeah.
anxiety can be like, oh
Now-
shit. So now I can't get Pepsi deal. Oh, I can't because this
now,
stuff. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
boys out there now talking about Spider-Man style, and I'm sure for the past week or two now they are killing their girlfriend with Spider-Man style.
Spider-Man style.
Yeah,
Don't do that thing,
I
you
swear, if I
guys.
was
Do not
Oxlade,
do
if
it.
I was Oxlade,
Come on, guys are doing it now. Spider-Man style is the
the
new thing
I don't
now.
understand.
Spider-Man.
Don't
Everybody
use
now is
Spider-Man
Tobey
style.
Maguire.
I don't understand.
Everybody now.
Don't shift someone
I mean, and plus it's like
Spider-Man something new.
Spider-Man came out December, so there's like the whole hype.
Yeah, the whole hype around
Release a song.
Oxlade for
Spider-Man
fucking.
style, bro.
Stop.
Oxlade, release a song.
Don't
Spider-Man
kill me.
style.
Spider-Man
Spider-Man
style.
Spider-Man
This
style.
is going on
Stop.
my own, trust me.
Oxlade.
So like I want to talk about what you were saying.
She
Uncle
can't even
Sam.
say the truth.
You guys are killing me. I'm talking about what Uncle Sam was saying about women being
Uncle Bobby.
Uncle Bobby.
Uncle Sam saying women are raised with more morals than guys. I really don't even believe that we are raised with more morals because I don't see you being told close your legs is morals. It's just shaming you for being a sexual person. And what I really feel is if we start having these conversations amongst like the youths that sex is not bad, but if you're going to do it, use your sense.
Use
It's
protection.
use protection.
See,
Like be careful with how you record it because if you know that if you don't know, like there should be more conversations around it that is not all centered around shame, around
you know,
your
I want to say something. Yeah. Society doesn't.
Quick one. Zora, from the biblical point of view, sex right?
Sex is not right. First, and that's what I was about
Premarital
to say.
sex.
Premarital sex is not
premarital,
right.
yeah,
I was about to correct myself.
yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Premarital sex is not right because you know what? I've gotten to understand that. You see this whole topic about sex. Oh, I want to find my who I'm compatible with. I want to find what I like. I want to find. It just keeps leading people deeper into different things. Get out! Release them into the. And it's not a joke because firstly you want to have sex. Then next thing you want to try with different people to see who is better.
Especially Spider-Man style, you want to try.
Spider-Man style, and then
before.
so right now I'm even so bothered about children because there's a lot right now concerning sexualities. And then now you want to try with a girl to know if you're less or if you're not. It's just a whole lot, and some of these people don't even till the age of 25 don't understand it. I think that's why God actually left sex to marriage, which at the end of the day, when you're meeting someone for the first time, you can just learn together.
Sorry,
and
excuse me. See. That's it that means one.
What if
I was like,
There are a lot of married people that don't understand.
You see, that was why a lot of things
Sex.
were left to marriage.
They were
A lot of
rubbish.
things were left to marriage, and that was why marriage was made for you to grow together.
Yeah.
Not yourself.
Not because you're whole.
And
You're not
because you're
married.
whole.
Yeah.
You're not whole.
No.
Because if you say that, a marriage is not 50-50. Because if you're saying 50-50,
So
then
what
you're
happens?
left
Sorry,
with
but what happens
Wait,
if
what
two
happens?
novices
Two novices come along and I find out that
and
my
they are
sex
not
drive
compatible?
my sex drive is like
Like,
this. I know it's like
Communication comes
happens?
in. We've spoken
See,
about
for
this
everything,
in different.
I think
What comes in?
I read books about
Communication.
Chill.
communication does not fix your sexual drive.
communication
Allowed to
actually
be- you guys
does.
How does it fix?
See,
So I want to go 4
that.
rounds in a night and my wife can only do 1 round. So what happens? How does communication fix that?
His sexual drive is insane.
Your
You're
sexual
telling
drive
you
is
people.
insane. Now,
Yes.
that's where it comes to communication.
Oh my God.
Now, when you want to go 4 rounds and your wife can go 2, anytime you tell me you can't compromise for your wife for the
Thank
week.
you very
You
much.
do too.
And then one day she's going to
Tutu.
learn to manage and to get to that drive because it takes,
Or you
it takes a while. How did you get going 4 rounds? You start in a day.
No, like you said, see,
The
no.
moment you started,
No,
Very valid
you
question.
started, you go 4 rounds.
No,
It
no.
wasn't the next year you started going 4 rounds.
No,
You
chill,
didn't even
chill.
understand that you had
You
a
people are
bad
thinking I'm
sex
saying I'm
drive
going
until
4
you
rounds.
go-
Now, I did not say I'm going 4 rounds.
Okay, wait.
Chill. Hypothetically
Knowledge.
speaking,
You're saying you're
2 people that have not been sexual before, they get
Yeah.
married. 2 novices, they get married.
Yeah.
They start having sex, and along the way, this guy discovers that
They are not sexually
like
compatible.
not even sexually, they're sexually compatible, but see, she gasses out after like some 20-30 minutes, and guy still has a
I want
lot
to
of
ask you a
energy.
question.
Or he gasses out after 20-30
Oh,
minutes,
no.
and she still has like energy to go like 4 hours. What happens?
Can I-
He's
can
not
I ask you
satisfying
a
her
question?
sexual drive.
Can I ask you a question?
She's going to go and look for
Can
you.
I ask you a
No.
question? See, let's
Can
say
you
in
please
your
into their
relationship,
relationship?
yeah.
Mm.
If
Yeah.
communication can work, first thing, sex is like the last part of relationship. Most people understand that right now.
For
That
you.
for most people,
For
yeah,
you.
or for some people,
most people.
It's like it's not like the first thing that gets you into a relationship with someone.
Yes,
Of course,
definitely.
no,
Do you
definitely.
understand? Now, if communication can actually work with the first thing that can get you into a relationship, why do you feel it can't work for your sex? For your sex life?
Okay.
If it can work for
Oh,
the
no,
first
take it.
thing that gets you into a relationship, communication can work for sex.
It cannot.
If she wants
It
to
can.
go, it actually can. See,
It
now
can.
when you start working it together, and you see that's why commitment is key. Commitment is not when
I see-
when I now
no,
see that he cannot do this, I will now run to another
No,
person.
I
You
get.
see why
No, I get
every
that.
aspect plays. That's why it was
Preach.
left.
Whatever
Whatever you want
You are not
to
going to
do.
agree with this.
She's preaching. She's preaching.
No. Wait.
See, the problem
What
is,
happens? What happens? Wait, this is sex drive. I just said now. What happens if you're a freak and she's not a freak?
How does she know? See, if she has not tried it before, with
Exactly.
anybody, she does not know she's
a freak.
That's what I'm saying. I say you have been in the marriage.
Let me tell you
It's
something.
been a year.
Everybody's
You
that's
have
why
been
they-
trying.
that's why they say
Everybody's a freak, just with different
communication,
things.
it's just in different things. If you can communicate,
Yes.
it's the first thing that gets you into a relationship.
If you
If you
guys-
can
if you
communicate
guys
with
actually
them,
like-
if you can compromise for a
actually talk.
babe,
And
So
that
what if my
this
what
thing
if my
you said-
kink?
if you
What if
can
my kink?
compromise for
What
a
if
babe,
my
any
kink?
other
The
thing,
compromise
you
is
can't
very
What if
compromise
my kink is
sex.
to be tied down?
The compromise is very
With
important.
and all of that
my guy.
shit, and
Let me just tell you something.
the other person
You
can-
see,
Let me
it's
just
because
tell you
you're so
something,
into
like-
sex
Let me
and what
just tell
sex
you
is about. That's why you
something,
feel like
man.
it's being tied down.
I know
You're
you.
not
I know
tied
you. This
down.
is not for you.
I'm not
personally.
saying it personally. I'm not saying
I
it
know this is not for
personally.
you personally, but like, let me just tell you this. Like, a lot of things in relationships is actually compromise. Like,
Yeah, no. Relationship is
a lot of-
compromise. Yeah.
You know, like there's
But
the
what if you cannot
there's the
compromise on
communication
that sex?
aspect of it. And
Yeah,
it's
things
where
that
that
compromise
it's
on
where
the
that is
relationship.
communication is
See,
compromise.
yeah.
Like those two things, you know, like there's sacrifice. Like, you have to make sacrifices
Of
and stuff
course.
like that. You have
You-
so what happens
If
is
you're
that you
doing
first
well.
communicate, and when you communicate and you know what the problem is or what the whatever is, what your brain starts doing is you're looking for solutions. You're not looking for, oh, let me just go and get to someone else or whatever. You feel me? You're looking for, okay, what can I adjust? What can I do? Okay, maybe your babe doesn't last 1 hour. You can go like 2 hours. And you're like,
Yeah.
maybe we should get some Red Bull. Do you know,
I'm
like
so sorry
you start
for this
thinking of solutions
Viagra.
and you're like, or maybe you get, or maybe there's like a female Viagra.
Baba
You start
doesn't want
thinking of
solution. Baba
stuff
wants to exit.
because the
Baba
truth
wants
is
to go and
that
catch his five outside.
because the truth, bro,
You know-
and
you know
you know
what,
the
yeah?
funny thing is now 3 C's. So you have commitment, compromise, and communication. Because you're committed, you know that okay, this is the only person,
Yeah.
like, bro. So you are like, okay, I'm thinking about this person. You're not thinking. Then the communication you've obviously spoken and the compromise is like finding the solution. So
And
then it's all
you know,
about
a
it's all about
partner.
two of you.
It's
not
all about the
that person.
both of
Like,
you.
it's all
So if you
about
keep
two of
saying
you.
that she will
So-
go outside, then she's
And
not
the funny thing is
committed.
that there'll be sometimes.
If you keep saying I'm going out,
so
if
basically- so
going
basically-
outside and
sometimes,
comes to your
yeah.
mind,
There'll
then
be
you're already
sometimes-
breaking your commitment.
Zora,
and
hold
communication
on. There'll be
compromise.
sometimes that she cannot go 1 hour, but she'll force herself to go 1
Yes.
hour because of you.
Because of you,
Compromise.
She'll force herself. That's compromise on her own part. She'll
So
because of you.
so we're saying-
and she'll be when she
So
does
basically
the
what we're
1
saying
hour,
now is
she'll
sexual
be happy that
compatibility
you are
is a
happy. She might be exhausted. But
It's
like,
a
oh
myth.
yeah,
It's a
my
myth.
dude is on
Like,
point. So
sexual
yeah, I'm good.
compatibility
So
is-
like,
Sexual compatibility is in people's mind. It's because people have been so exposed to sex.
At a very
So
young age.
right now, all we want to do is
Yeah,
compatibility.
it's true,
It's in
yeah.
your
True
mind. It's a
True
mind thing. By the time you tell yourself that you're gonna work, see, I know people that have said, "Oh, I'm coming to a relationship. We're not going to have sex till we get married." How do you work for them? It's communication, compromise. It's not like they don't get urges or they just don't want to do this thing. But they said we're going to be committed to this thing. We're going to find other ways that work for us when it comes to sex and the
You
work.
guys-
How do you think people?
I think we've
I know that now when we
diverted.
want to talk about marriages from
Sorry,
the other,
back
from
up.
other
Sex
years.
tape, sex
I
tape,
think
sex
we-
tape.
My own about sex tape is please less sex tape, and if you're gonna do it, keep it somewhere safe. Put it in a locker or something.
a vault, my guy.
A vault.
Vault.
No,
But
I'm not
my
saying-
eyes only on
Delete
Snapchat.
it once you're
My
done
my-
watching.
My
Get rid
conclusion
of
on
it.
this is just see, everybody should get
Only
comfortable
hard copy.
talking about sex or
Yeah.
doing sexual
Have
things
more
or
conversations
whatever.
about
See, if everybody's
sex.
open about what sex is, what their sex kink is, everybody's comfortable talking about that. If somebody sex
They
kink
even
come out,
they need
Keep
don't let it
yourself
come out.
till
They're
you
just
get
like-
married.
there needs to be
They're just
more.
like, they're just supposed to be like,
Listen,
oh, that
keep
nasty
yourself
bastard.
till
And
you
you
get
know
There
what?
just needs to be
No
more-
sex
more-
till
there just
marriage,
needs to
okay?
be more education, like for especially for younger people.
Like, to be
Be a
honest.
virgin.
Yeah.
The truth is that you know how many weird things I thought were normal, and I became an adult. Like I got older, and because like having it, like so another thing that guys don't do, or guys didn't used to do. I don't know about now. It's when you have sex with your babe, you actually have conversations about it and learn from it.
Yes.
Yes,
From the
that's
woman,
what
like,
you should do.
you ask her things, and
Communication.
you're learning things. And, oh,
What do you
okay,
ask? Did you
I
come?
didn't know. No, not
No,
did you come.
no,
Like you start asking,
You have
like, okay,
constructive
Because one
Like
thing,
what? That thing, right?
one thing I learned is like
You should discuss.
for
And guess what?
And again,
What
why you're
kind of
having
questions you ask?
no chill.
What kind of questions?
Why you're
You guys,
having
let me
sex?
speak, let me
You need
speak.
to be
I
constructive
figure
let me
this
with the
differently.
let me
conversation.
speak, please. So what I'm saying is, you ask questions like, for instance, what does it for? What for? Like maybe Zora is the kind of girl that if you nibble on her ear, like that
Doesn't
gets out.
work.
I hate
Yeah.
that.
No, you see, imagine
But
she hates
it's
it.
good, you
But
know.
for some women, they
Yeah.
actually
They love
like
it.
that. Some women like choking. So you might think,
I had a girl that
because
stuck
I
her
choke,
tongue in my hair at one
you
point.
get some
So like,
that
get
you choke, that
that
you
shit
choke
out of my
and
hair.
stuff. So you start asking these questions and you start knowing, you start understanding stuff and figuring stuff out. There's some things that like maybe because of porn or whatever that I saw when I was in secondary school and I thought, oh yeah, women like this. Only for you to go and try that shit when you're like 21. It's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I thought you guys like this. You know how awkward like that whole situation is. So you learn or you unlearn some of these things. So I think like it's very weird. They don't talk about. I feel like sex ed is like very
important.
should be
important.
Yeah,
taught
very
like
important.
especially
My question
from like
is,
SS1 to SS3.
what
like
do
sex
you
ed, so
ask?
you just understand this because the truth is you can't at this point you can't tell kids you can't avoid this. So what you have to do is like make them know okay the consequences and if you want to do it like okay these are the best ways to do it and bust all the myths like you know you hear maybe some people say oh if you drink lime or something to kill your just like plan B make them know the different what
Yes.
plan B pills are the
Yeah.
best ones the worst ones the
And
effects
this is
of them
for
and
boys
stuff
and
like
girls,
that.
not just for
Yeah,
girls.
for boys and girls
For
because the
boys
truth is
and
that
girls.
a lot of times when
Yeah.
things happen in like a relationship that is sexual as a guy like you two you always you have to be active so when your partner complains and says oh something you two you need to be able to think and say okay this is what we need to do not like oh I don't know I beg like you get like and a lot of
Young guys.
relationships that are sexual guys are clueless if a babe says oh my stomach is hurting because it's just like okay so are you okay do you need pan like you don't ask some very normal like basic as but if you know stuff you know exactly you start asking the right question you know exactly what you need to do so like the whole sex ed thing and which also ties to the sex tape thing
Culture, yeah.
so because like both guys and girls we have knowledge so we won't be sort of we won't be ashamed like okay I have the same information I'm armed with the same knowledge you're also armed with the same knowledge so on that playing field we're equal you get that kind of thing so that's my whole take on this stuff.
So I feel like sex should be talked about in relationships. Like you and your partner, what you like, what you don't like should be spoken about. I feel like sex in general should be spoken about. Like sex education in schools with people like you to your younger ones because these people are going to have sex whether you like it or not. They're going to have sex. So tell them the right ways, use protections, blah 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 blah.
No, tell them not to have sex at all.
my guy is not having sex and you're
They would have
Yeah, but I don't want my daughters having sex at all.
They
I'm
would
telling
have
you,
sex.
okay?
That's the truth.
I don't want
No,
that. I would try to
It's
tell her, say,
a-
see, try to wait till you get married. I'll try to pursue.
But we
I'll tell her,
all
you know,
know that they won't wait.
she might try to
Majority of
wait.
them will wait.
I pray my daughter waits.
Like me, I'm waiting now. But majority of them will wait.
I pray my daughter waits.
So-
Like, you know what? Don't have sex until when you're ready to marry. But if you really want to do it, please use protection.
Did you okay.
Please use
All right.
protection.
You're
Are
literally
you
talking
saying,
about
why
your sex carpets
Okay.
like and you're like saying my
I
guy
think I'm done.
my guy
I'm done.
my guy
You give up.
Cut that part, okay?
The conversation is over. Please
Have
have
the juices.
Just don't have sex till
Wait like me. For real. Okay.
till you're ready
Yeah.
Please.
So you're
Don't have
ready.
sex.
Please, no.
And
Your
if you
mind
want
is
to,
able
use
to
protection.
conceive and
Okay?
You
understand.
shouldn't have sex. at
Don't
all.
make
Sex
sex
is-
sex.
Wait.
Sorry.
If you do, keep it in your
And yes, I
phone.
say it
Manually.
again. Sexual
Sorry,
compatibility is a myth. It's just in the mind.
In conclusion, based on topic that you people diverted from, shaming or not shaming people when it comes to sex. So basically, we need to like speak on sex.
Yeah.
See, I think the thing is,
Yeah.
nobody has. If you put it outside,
And I think
if I decide
guys,
to blast you, it's not your business.
and I think guys, like guy to guy, should like hold each other accountable when it
Oh,
comes
yeah.
to
When it comes to
bullshit
def-
of sex.
definitely
Like,
definitely
Def-
I
women
agree.
They
when it
need
comes to
to-
sex, like oh,
I
guy, that thing you did is bullshit. Not that
Yeah.
hey, hail the guy and
Yeah.
at the back you're like then go when.
I can't imagine
like to his face, tell him like
showing me sex
it's bullshit.
right now.
Like,
And guys need to stop bragging like.
And
oh,
guys need to stop.
Also,
Yeah, bragging and taking
Also,
it.
share
his sex tape. That's crazy. That's
Don't
not
share,
me.
don't share
Sharing
sex
and
tapes.
all
It's a
that.
crime.
Hell,
It's
bro.
literally a crime.
That
Don't
doesn't
share
make
sex
sense.
tapes.
Like, I've
doesn't
been
make
saying this
sense.
thing doesn't make sense. Why are you sharing your? Why are you
Don't
streaking
share
your
sex
sex tape?
Sex
Why?
tape.
For what?
Marketing.
That's crazy.
What are
That's
you marketing?
stupid. And your partner is not. It's not even consensual.
It's marketing for
It's
children.
marketing Spider-Man style.
That's
Children.
Get
silly.
a portfolio.
Sick.
When it wants to apply to porn.